Death is not the end in Archeron. That is merely the beginning.
Archeron is a top-down isometric game where you play as an Echo, and you find these very powerful items. And then you play as a team of 3 to ascend in this very dark fantasy, hauntingly beautiful tower. Fight monsters, find the items, put together your build, and fight showdowns at the end of each floor. While you ascend the tower until there's only 2 teams left, and only 1 team can win.
Your whole goal is you start with nothing. You want to go get items to form your build on the fly. Items are distributed throughout the tower. You can find them in chests, kill monsters, and the best place is to take them off other players. When you're new, you kind of will gravitate towards a certain play style, and as you continue to play more, you'll start to unlock different builds that you didn't know were possible. I think the item system is designed to have people embrace the playstyle that they want. We don't have traditional roles, so we don't have a support or a tank or a DPS. You're all kind of on even playing field, but you can lean into playstyles. You can lean into a ranged build or a hybrid build or a dive build just on the fly, what you uncover. We want you to land and feel the tension of trying to get items quickly, knowing that the fight is coming when the beacon spawns.
This place shows us who we could have been, what we should have been.
Archeron takes place in the afterlife, so everybody that's here is dead. The only way you arrive in this place is if you've died with some kind of unfinished business. So everyone here has something unresolved that's kind of pushing them forward. Our characters are all called Echoes when they first arrive, and in their chests they have these things called anchors, and that's where their memories live.
They're almost pebbles in the filter. They're stuck there, they can't escape. The anchor represents a memory or an emotion of unfinished business that they have from the living world. So it gets them stuck halfway. They cannot let go of the thing that happened to them in the living world.
Everybody starts out with one memory, and it's just one piece, and it could be a sense memory, it could be your mother's voice, it could be just a thought. And from that memory, the Echo goes into this tower and tries to figure out who they are, why they're here.
And we always say that the answer is always at the top, so that's why they climb the tower. The answer is up, to get out. Players have affected a lot of changes over the years now for us, but the biggest thing we got on our Next Fest feedback was the player gap between training and Ascension. They were really awesome at helping us come up with the idea of spires. Spires is kind of a arena-based 3v3 where you can climb up a spire and have like a run where you have 3 attempts before you fall to the bottom. So big goal there is lots of repetition with our items in combat to get you familiar with how pace of the game and how combat plays, so that when you go to Ascension, you're prepared. You know, Ascension has a different vibe to it. It's more methodical, it's paced out, there's lots of decision making, where you loot, what items you pick up, how you and your team synergize against other teams. As they get into it and understand combat more, it starts to open up, the combat creativity really starts to shine, and I think they'll get used to the pace and hopefully have a blast.
It's so smooth, the combat is so fun. The kind of like team play that I've seen coming out of it it's insane. Players generally have a play style. They either like to go full eternal, meaning 4 pieces of the same set that we know synergize together, we've built to synergize together, or get a little wild and do a shattered build. Get 2 pieces from one set, 2 pieces for another, and kind of see how it goes together. But it's very personal play style.
You get the benefit of 2 set bonuses with Shatter builds. You get the benefit of the Eternal ability if you do full Eternal.
When you fall in combat, there's so many ways to come back. You can be revived at a shrine. You can go and pick up your friend if they're crawling around on the floor. Then there's this totally clutch moment that happens sometimes where you've died, the beacons are there, somebody runs to a beacon and all the way up to the next floor, and then you're revived again. And you could just start all over, pick your stuff back up, dust yourself off, and get back in the fight.
Press the button. Yeah, baby, go, Ted! No! Grandma.
Come on!
Oh, and Grandma wants to heal. Grandma wants to...
You know, if you join now and start playtesting with us, you know, we're still shaping the game. I think it's such a great opportunity for players to play closely with the devs, give us your feedback so that we can make the game better and build the community with you. Go to the website and we have details there, and you can join the playtest as we get prepared for early access later in the year.